Grand risings, all my beautiful, lovely people out there. How is everybody doing? This is your girl Yaya, the Looney Cancerian, and welcome to YaYa's Tarot. And today is going to be a very, very special reading. It's actually going to be a message to a gentleman whose name has been flooding mainstream media, who's been flooding social media like it ain't nobody's business. And man, it's just been crazy. This man's name's been everywhere, and people has just been dragging and clowning this brother. But anyways, today's message is going to be for no other than Mr. Derrick Jaxn here. And before I get into that, I just want to bring to your attention real quickly. You guys notice how, for those of you who follow me, you notice I'm always wearing this bracelet. Well, guess what? This is a triple protection bracelet. It consists of 3 healing gemstones. One is tiger's eye, one is black obsidian, and the other one is hematite. So the black obsidian is for healing. The hematite is for balance, and the tiger's eye is for power. So I find it to be very beneficial to me. It has helped me. It has like set reminders of who I am and how powerful I am as a woman, and how powerful I am as a spiritual advisor, and how powerful I am as a tarot reader. And I actually had the opportunity to charge it last night under the moonlight, because yesterday was a full moon in Libra, and it was actually a really bright super moon. For those of you who actually got a glimpse of the moon last night, it was brighter than ever. I mean, just shining through my windows, like every time I opened up my eyes, there it was, and it was just bright as heck. So, you know, I know that the super moon in Libra had a lot of power, you know, and a lot of charging power. So I had the opportunity to charge this bracelet as well as my other gemstones here and my selenite bowl under the super moon. So it has a lot of healing qualities, and I love it. So if you would like to get your hands on one of these bracelets, there is a website. It is called Blissberry, and I will leave that information in the description box below. If I'm not mistaken, they have a 60% off sale right now, so everybody can get them one. And not only that, they have these type of bracelets, but they have the chakra healing bracelets, and they also have like amethyst bracelets, agate. They have full tiger's eye bracelets. They have full hematite bracelets. You know, all different types of gemstone combinations, you name it, they got it. And I think they will be very beneficial to you. So if you would like to get you one, a couple of them for yourself, or maybe one for a friend or a family member, go ahead in the description box below, see Blissberry, and get you some, okay? All right, so let's get to the reading. Now, like I said, this reading is going to be a message to Mr. Derrick Jaxn. Now, I know that right now, everybody is at this brother's head right now. Okay, I'm just calling it out as I see it. Many people are heated at this brother, okay? Mainly women, because a lot of women have looked up to him because, of course, he had, you know, created his social media platform on YouTube where, you know, he speaks specifically on relationships and I guess, you know, him helping women understand what is going on in their relationship from a male's point of view, from a male's perspective. And he even wrote a couple of books. That, you know, that's supposed to, you know, help women when they're going through, you know, whether good times or even hard times, mostly hard times in their relationship. So, but for those of you who are tuning in and not sure what's going on, what hit the internet just recently was that Mr. Derrick Jaxn admitted to infidelity. He cheated on his wife, and you know, in a lot of his videos, he never mentioned his wife at all. But you know, a lot of stuff that he posts about is about, you know, cheaters and you know bashing men for cheating on their women and things like that. And you know how women should handle the situation, and the reason why this man may have done this and this and that, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Even I've watched them myself. I've came across quite a few of his videos, and I even watched them myself because, you know, there was a time where I was having issues in my relationship, and I thought it was a bit interesting to hear things from a male's perspective. But let's be honest, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. And I got to throw this out here for free. Right before I jump into the reading, is because I really feel like everyone should know this, woman or man. Okay? Ladies, when we go through things, okay, in our relationships with a man, whether Derrick Jaxn puts it out there or whether another man puts it out there, we're going to have to come to the understanding, or you just got to straight up understand that it's not meant for us to understand every aspect of the man. Why? It's just this simple. We are not men. We're women. Okay? We're women. Just like us women, we have our things that we go through that a male will never understand, no matter how many times we can explain it to him, no matter how hard we try to get him to understand. There's just some things about a woman that a man will never understand. Like our PMS issues, like our pregnancies and our mood swings, and when we get up in age, when we go through menopause, you know, they will never understand that. Maybe from a scientific point of view, you know what I'm saying? But as far as having the actual experience, don't expect men to understand that. And I'm going to say that on the same coin, when men does certain things or think a certain way or react a certain way, while we're sitting up here trying our damnedest to understand why they do what they do, we may have to wrap our minds around the fact that there's just going to be some things about the male's psyche or the male's persona or even the male's anatomy that we'll never understand simply because we are not a man. We have to understand that. And I'm just being honest. And a lot of people, if you're watching me, you may not be too happy with what I'm saying. You may not agree with what I'm saying. You might bash me and trash me for what I'm saying. But I'm just speaking the flat out truth. So for those of you who watched Derrick and followed him, and you're shocked and you're appalled by everything, I don't understand why. He's a human being. Yes, anybody can preach. Anybody can get behind a pulpit and preach the word of God. Anybody can get on social media and speak truth. Anyone can do that. You know, truth is truth. Whether it's coming out of the mouth of an honest person or a compulsive liar, it's still truth. It will always be truth. And a lie will always be a lie, no matter whose mouth it comes out of. You know what I mean? And so my whole purpose for this video and for this reading is because Derrick Jaxn is taking a whole lot of heat right now. Yes, he is. I'm telling y'all steady going in on this brother. Y'all going in on him. Y'all posting videos wearing bonnets and shit. Okay? And in a way, y'all out of order for that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this woman here, I get it. I totally get it. Yes, she may appear to be lost or confused or to what. And I'm just saying this based on the things that I've been hearing and the videos that I've been watching, you know. But y'all ain't got to make fun of the girl. I mean, seriously, y'all ain't got to make fun of the child. You know, she didn't ask to have this experience. She didn't really ask to be put in this. I mean, I understand that Derrick put her on a pedestal, and I understand that he, you know, put her in front of the camera, and she wouldn't be having this experience if or maybe she chose to be in front of the camera. Okay, honestly, I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make here is, sooner or later, y'all gonna have to move on from this. Derrick is gonna have to move on from this. His wife is gonna have to move on from this. And y'all gotta keep in mind that they have kids. These two have kids. So, you know, their kids are gonna have to look back at this. So the reason why I'm here today is because I want to do a reading that is going to help Mr. Jackson move forward from this after he has made his bed and lie in it. Because let's be real, life does goes on. It does go on. He has a journey, a life journey, just like the rest of us. Derrick has a soul mission to follow, just like the rest of us. And whether he knows what that soul mission is or not, it is not for us to end it all for him. That's not our place. We could talk about it. We can laugh about it. We can joke about it. We could be mad about it or whatever. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. And everybody is entitled to whatever they want to say about it. Okay? But this man still has a life to live. He still has to carry on even after all of this is said and done. And after he makes his bed and lie in it, he still has a life that he has to lead after this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still has a journey. So what I want to look into is this brother's journey. What path should Derrick take once all of this subsides? That's all this is about. I'm not on here to bash him or trash him. I know that's what y'all want me to do. I know y'all was probably hoping I put on one of my bonnets or whatever. Listen, I already wear bandanas and do-rags enough in my videos. I don't need to be up on here with no bonnet neither, okay? So don't go there. I know y'all wanted that, but I ain't about that life. I'm not finna be like everybody else. I ain't finna do like everybody else. I'm gonna do something totally different here, okay? So, you know, let's see. Let's see what Holy Spirit and the angels, what kind of path does Derrick Jaxn needs to take after this point, okay? So Mr. Jackson, sir, if you are watching this video, I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know what's going on in your mind right now. I don't know if you're taking any more heat. I don't know if anything else is going to come out of this situation. I don't know. But if you are watching this, I want you to get a clear understanding as to what path you should be taking from this point, because you still are entitled to live your life. And, you know, despite the fact that people make mistakes, you know, we all do it. We all make mistakes. We all do things. We all do things that we're not so proud of. And, you know, some people say that this is karma. Some people feel like this is karma. And maybe this is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. We're not the one to say. But if this is a karmic debt that you're paying off, Mr. Derrick Jaxn, once you pay your karmic debt, guess what? Life goes on from there. Once a karmic debt is paid, that chapter is closed, and it is to no longer be revisited, not unless you visit it yourself, or you use it as a way to teach a lesson to others, or you use it and apply it to the lives of others, or to help build the lives and strengthen the lives of others. Okay. All right. So Holy Spirit and angel guides, ascended masters, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors of the highest spirit realms, thank you for being here with us today. Please bring your message forward. Please bring your message forward from Mr. Derrick Jaxn. He's going through a lot right now. He's made some choices in the past that he may not be so proud of. And he's experiencing a lot of backlash. His family is hurt from this. And there's other people that are hurt from this too. The other people that are involved are hurt from this. So focusing specifically on Derrick Jaxn, what path, what road do Derrick needs to take from this point? Give this brother some guidance. He's going to need it, because I know that he has a journey that he still has to complete, that you want him to follow. So what message are you going to bring forth for our brother, Mr. Derrick Jaxn? And we thank you so much in advance. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, welcome aboard. feel free, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like, share button, and hit the notification bell for every time you would like to receive notification every time I upload a new video. All right. And welcome back, all my returning subscribers. All right. I'm going to cut the deck now. Okay, listen, my nose is just itchy. It's all get up. I keep scratching my nose. Please forgive me, y'all. It is dusty. It is allergy season. I got in-house allergies and it is just messing with me. Okay, y'all, this is the overall energy. Mr. Derrick Jaxn, this is either himself, or either this is his wife, or this could be the mistresses or the side chicks or whatever. But I'm feeling like this is Derrick. Okay, I feel like he's having sleepless nights right now, dreams or nightmares or sleepless nights. I feel like this is his current energy, you guys. And keep in mind, y'all, I know a lot of y'all don't have a heart for this man because, you know, you feel like he's went out there and deceived people. But keep in mind, he is still human, okay? And he still have feelings. He does still have feelings, okay? But, like I said, making your bed and lying in it, yes, he still has to do that. We all have a time where we have to make up our bed and we have to lie in it. But this man still has a life to live. So this is his current energy. I feel like this is his current energy. And there's gonna, it's like, yes, he's made a mistake. Yes, he has done something. But I've heard a whole lot worse shit go on in the media from people. I've heard people do worse shit. I've heard worse. We all have heard worse. So y'all quit acting like this brother deserves to feel like this for the rest of his damn life, because honestly, he don't. Just for a short period of time is that he is going through this or should go through this, because this is the energy that he put out into the universe, and as a result, this is what he is getting back. But it is not meant for him to experience this pain for the rest of his life. Maybe he's going through something else. Maybe that, you know, maybe it's something beneath the surface that we don't know about. We don't know. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm not condoning what he did, and I'm not saying that, you know, he's right for what he did. I'm not rubbing his back or his belly. But wasn't there a time where you did something that you weren't so proud of and you felt bad about it and you was wondering how you were going to get past it? What road you was going to take from that point, and how people was going to look at you from that point? Maybe not to this degree, but I'm sure a lot of us have experienced something where we were in this state of mind or in this mode or carrying this particular energy, and we didn't know how we was going to get through it, but we got through it. Well, guess what? Mr. Jaxn he's going to have to find a way to get through this. So let's see what the universe and what the angel guides and what Holy Spirit has in store for him. Okay. We got the High Priestess. Okay. Piscean energy. Two of Pentacles. Earth sign energy. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Not necessarily. He could have been dealing with that, or I'm feeling like with this High Priestess, this High Priestess is definitely his wife. I feel like his wife, I'm sorry, I'm trying to pick up the cards here. This is his wife. That, you know, we know the High Priestess is the one who's the spiritual one. She's a very spiritual woman, okay? This is his wife. I know this for a fact. This is why, because she is very spiritual. You heard the woman talk. This woman, she knows her Bible. She quotes scripture like she knows the back of her own hand. And she's like, what this is telling me is that she's in a decision-making mode. She's trying to make a choice. Or maybe she has already made a choice. Maybe there's some things that she's juggling, you know, as of this situation coming about. The King of Wands. Fire energy. 10 of Wands. Fire energy. Yeah. There's a whole lot weighing heavy on Mr. Jackson right now, okay? He's the King of Wands here, okay? We know that this is Playboy energy. We know that this is fire, passion energy, Playboy energy. And I'm feeling like with this, it's a lot of burdens weighing on him right now. Everything is weighing heavy on him right now. He is so heavy-hearted. This is why he's in this energy. Okay, it's like beyond the camera, behind the camera, this brother have his head down. And I know I can hear a lot of y'all, oh, he deserves it. He deserved it. He shouldn't have cheated on his wife. He shouldn't have did this and that, da-da-da-da-da. Hey, listen, I know y'all having fun with this. Okay? I know y'all having fun with this. I know that it is your pleasure to see this man in his demise. But like I said, you're not the one that gave this man his journey. You don't have to walk his path, so that is so easy for you to say. Yes, he made his bed and he got to lie in it. Yes, this is true. But once he makes his bed and lie in it, then what? That's the point I'm trying to get to. So, where should he go from there? I'm also feeling too like he might be asked to move. You know, his wife, might say, hey, this is too much for me and you got to go. She's probably making him leave or making him move or ask him to leave for a while, separate here, because I'm seeing a person carrying like baggage here. This is like baggage here. I feel like he's being asked to either, go stay somewhere else for a while or to move out, something of that nature. And maybe she's in that decision-making mode, trying to decide if whether or not he should stay or should go because, she might still love him. She chose to stay with him, but I feel like there's still things going on. I still feel like there's things going on behind the scenes, that the rest of us aren't aware of. And that's their personal business. They don't really have to, expose what is going on because really this is their private life. But I'm just trying to get to the ultimate message here. Next row, we got the 8 of Wands and the Empress. Now, I feel like there is going to be, if it has not been so already, I feel like there's going to be communication between the mistress, the one who was pregnant. I don't know if she still is pregnant, but the one who said that is pregnant or ended up pregnant. I feel like there's going to be some communication between the wife and the mistress here. And I know there's more than one, but the main one, the one that's the physician, I feel like there's going to be a communication between these two. 8 of Wands is all about communication. It's also about fast-paced movement and travel. There's going to be a conversation between these two. If not if it has not happened already, there will be a conversation between these two ladies. And, or maybe this has happened already where they already communicated. And then now they're trying to make, they're both in a decision-making mode. You guys have got to see the way the spread is laid out here. I'll point it out to you in just a second. But I'm just going to pull 2 more cards here for the second row. Judgment. Hello. Judgment. This is about a final decision here. I feel like all 3 parties here is trying to come to the conclusion of a final decision. Look at this. 4 of Wands. There is a lot of fire energy here. I'm telling you, there's a lot of heat in this situation. Excuse me. I want to put my phone on silent because I thought I did that earlier and I did not. My bad, y'all. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so, man, if y'all can get a glimpse at this, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to kind of turn the camera a bit this way. Hold on. Yeah, y'all got to see this. Okay. So, you got the High Priestess here, the Empress, and the King of Wands, okay? This is Derrick Jaxn, true enough. This is Mr. Derrick Jaxn, the King of Wands. The Empress, this is the physician, the mistress that he had, the one who exposed her pregnancy. And this is the High Priestess is his wife, okay? So Derrick Jaxn, his wife, and the Empress. And notice how all 3 of them are connected here. They're all connected. And I feel like all 3, with the 2 of coins here, they're all trying to decide what the outcome should be, or what the best decision should be. Or maybe Spirit is calling them to decide on what will be the best thing here, because with the Judgment card, Judgment is all about a final decision. Also, Mr. Derrick Jaxn himself could be facing judgment, some sort of a judgment, an awakening experience. This could be a spiritual awakening. This could be a spiritual judgment on his behalf, and also a spiritual judgment on the mistress's behalf. But I also feel like Derrick Jaxn is being asked to leave his home. I feel like he's being asked to leave his home because, listen, the 4 of Wands here is all about, this is about home and stability. And here he is, here's a picture of someone carrying baggage or luggage or even emotions, you know. It could be a combination of all those things. I just had to show y'all that because this reading is coming out so clear. Like it's really starting up. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Just trying to get my camera together. Okay. So yeah, this reading is really starting to, it's really starting to come to life here. Okay, just with the first, I'm not even done pulling the spread yet. But yeah, these 3 have, I feel like there's going to be communication between the 2 ladies here, the wife and the mistress. And there's definitely a decision that needs to be made between these 2. Now, it's interesting because when I showed you this, there was, you know, it's like there's separation. There's definitely separation between these 2. Even though on the, you know, on YouTube or, you know, in social media, it's saying that he took her back, but I'm seeing here that there's still like this space between them 2, and it has a lot to do with the mistress, of course, but I think the space in between them has a lot to do with a decision that needs to be made here. Somebody here needs to make a decision, and it may have something to do with, you know, the pregnancy, or maybe this is something a decision that was made regarding the pregnancy here. I'm not sure. When I clarify, I'll let you know. I don't want to jump too far ahead of myself here, but there definitely is a decision that needs to be made. And I also feel like here that the mistress is going to end up coming over to their house so that they can all talk. Like this might be a thing where they all come together and sit and have a conversation, like, well, not one-on-one, but it's like them two and her, everybody all in the same room having a conversation, trying to make a decision. This is what I'm seeing, guys, a decision. Okay. And I feel like the mistress is going to come to their house. Okay. It could be the other way around too. It could be, but from the way I'm seeing it, somebody here is coming over someone's house to have a discussion. Okay. I feel like all three of them are going to be under the same roof having a discussion and trying to come to some sort of understanding or come to some kind of a decision. Okay. And I feel like somebody is going to be asked to leave. I see somebody walking away totally unhappy. Let's finish pulling. Let's get this last row pulled. We got the Ace of Cups. I feel like someone here wants either to make peace, but I definitely see a baby. There's definitely a baby in the picture. Look at this, because the King of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. Like I said, the Empress in tarot represents a pregnant woman, but it can also be the wife as well. These both can carry the Empress energy. His wife can carry the Empress energy because he's married to her, but the mistress will carry the Empress energy because she's pregnant. But I'm definitely seeing pregnancy here. I feel like a decision is going to be made or has been made, one of the two, whichever one it is. And it's concerning this child, this pregnancy. The Hermit. The Hermit. The Hermit. The Hermit is coming up right under the priest, excuse me, not the High Priestess, but the Empress. I feel like this mistress, she feels alone in a way, because it's like she's reflecting on everything that happened. Also, this Hermit could be Derrick as well, because after all of this, he might end up being alone after all of this. When these two come together to have a conversation, these two are going to wind up saying, you know what, I'm leaving him alone altogether. He might end up being the one that ends up alone. I believe Derrick is the one who's going to end up the Hermit here, to do some soul searching and some introspection and looking back on his decision. He's gonna walk away. I feel like he may end up walking away without his wife. I feel like she may end up deciding after all of this that it may be too much of a burden for her. It might be too much because of everything that is going on in the media about her. It might be too much for her to bear. It might be way too much for her. And the Empress, she might end up, having a learning experience from this as well and doing some soul searching, which is why I feel like the Hermit is underneath the Empress, because she have an experience to learn as well. This is the learning experience for everybody here. But Derrick definitely has a judgment that he's facing, and his judgment is definitely ending up alone here and doing some quiet soul searching and introspection on this situation. King of Cups. This is Derrick. This is Derrick. Cancerian energy. I looked up his birthday. He's a Cancerian. This is him. He's facing judgment for his decisions. And now he has to come fair. The King of Cups is all about being fair. This is a person who knows law. This person who understands law and fairness. Emotional balance. The only way that Derrick is going to resolve this issue or come to some sort of a resolution, or the only way that Derrick is going to be able to turn over a new leaf once everything is all said and done, for one, he's got to balance his emotions. He's going to have to balance his emotions so that he can think clearly. I mean, yes, he's in a position where he really has to come correct. He has to make his bed and he has to lie in it. But most importantly, because, you know, there's a new baby in the picture, but also he has other kids. In order for him to figure where his life is going to go from here, he's going to have to think with a clear mind and a clear heart. So he's going to have to do a lot of prayer and meditation. King of Swords. Yeah, he's going to have to come to some sort of an understanding. He's going to have to understand the decisions that these women are going to make. He is, I feel like the ball is mainly in these women's court. Overall, oh yeah. Oh, we know the overall energy is the Nine of Swords, but Derrick is going to have to come to an understanding here that the ball is in these ladies' court. Okay? He had a lot of, he had a say-so in the relationship, but now it's only fair that he let these women decide what it is that they want from here. He shouldn't really have a real actual say-so. I mean, the only thing that he should do is just come correct and make things right on his end. Now, I know that he can't take back his behavior and he can't take back the choices that he made. He can only apologize and be sincere about his apology and try his best to turn over a new leaf. But there's definitely a lot of healing that needs to be done here. And I feel like the judgment that he's facing is that he's going to feel alone. He's going to end up alone and he's going to end up walking away heavy-hearted. And he may have to move his bags. They may have to, you know, they might end up deciding that it's best that he just leave. The wife might decide this. This is what I'm seeing. I'm going based on what I see in the cards, guys. So, you know, this is just based on the current energy right now. Can this change? Absolutely. Energy is fluid. It changes all the time. What the energy shows today may be something completely different tomorrow. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify. Yeah. This is nuts. We'll get some clarity and then we'll go to the oracle messages, okay? Holy Spirit and angel guides, please clarify the High Priestess. The Justice card came out in reverse. You know what? It is unfair. This is so unfair to her. He was being very unfair. This definitely signifies unfairness, injustice, failed agreements. There's definitely some failed agreements here. And so now she gets to choose. The ball is definitely in the wife's court. Danae, that's her name. Danae. The ball is in her court. She was treated unfairly by her husband. And now the ball is in her court and he knows it. He knows it. Which is why. Yep. And look came behind it. Justice. Justice. Oh, he's definitely, listen, he's definitely facing his justice right now. This is definitely a karmic situation. Okay. Yep. And I feel like, yeah, she may end up single. She might end up single. They might end up getting a divorce. They just might end up getting divorced. Look at this. He might be sad because she's asking for a divorce. Look at that. Justice and judgment. Look at that. Justice. Court. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a divorce here. It may not be right now, because right now in the media, they're saying that she got back with him, but I feel like there's going to be a divorce. And he's worried that they're going to get a divorce and she's going to end up taking his money. She's going to end up with money. His infidelity is going to lead to her divorcing him and getting his money. I'm not saying that's what she all about, but this is actually what could happen here. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like she's a loving and nurturing mother. And because she takes care of the kids and she's there with the kids and she's nurturing and helping the kids while he's out doing his thing or whatever it is he was doing, I feel like she's going to be granted custody of the kids, or he has to pay child support, something of that nature. Same thing with the mistress. The mistress, if she chooses to keep the baby, if she hasn't made a decision already, if she chooses to keep the baby, she's going to get child support from him. Someone's going to be asked to leave. Someone's going to be asked to move, relocate. She might even be the one who moves. Who knows? But I feel like there's going to be a complete separation at this point. There's definitely going to be a separation at this point. As far as the current energy is concerned. Like I said, energy can change. This is just the forecast as of right now. This can change in the future. Who knows? Yeah. Queen of Staffs in reverse. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say the most dominant one, but I believe she's going to turn out to be the strong one in the end. She's going to turn out to be the strong one. She's going to turn out to be the strong one. This situation is going to make her stronger than what she is now. It's going to make her so much stronger. Let's go ahead and clarify. The King of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Why is the King of Wands and the Ten of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands and the Ten of Wands here? The King of Swords. The King of Swords here. So with the King of Swords, this is about trying to communicate and come into some sort of an understanding. This is about a logical standpoint. I feel like Derrick tried to come at this situation from a logical standpoint. He didn't come from a place of emotions, or maybe they had a discussion and he didn't seem very compassionate. Maybe he didn't. I wasn't there. I don't know. But what I do know about the King of Swords is that the King of Swords is typically not the most emotional one when it comes to handling certain matters or when it comes to having conversations. This is about approaching a situation from logic. Or maybe, maybe in a conversation, somewhere in a conversation, he came off as cold, emotionless, insensitive, or detached somehow. And this is what is leading him to having to move or carry all these burdens. Maybe he's realizing that in the past he was very insensitive about her feelings. Well, ain't no maybe. He was very insensitive. Very insensitive. Very insensitive, you know, to how, to what would happen. You know, it's like he was being more concerned about his image and his needs. He was being so insensitive to these women's needs that, because he was so focused on his own self, that he came off as detached and unemotional or unconcerned about their needs, their wants. It was all about him. And this is probably why he has to go. Eight of Coins in reverse. This is a card of unemployment. This could be job loss, making no money, deployment. His career, this really is taking a hot toll on his career right now. Jobless. He's going to be jobless for at least for a little while. He's going to end up jobless. If he isn't already, he may end up jobless or unemployed for a little while. I wouldn't say permanently, but I would say for a little while. He might find himself unemployed. He may find himself unemployed. Or find himself not making as much money as he used to. That's what I'm getting here, okay? All right, let's clarify the Eight of Wands and the Empress, please. Why is the Eight of Wands and the Empress here? Why is the Eight of Wands and the Empress here? Interesting. Six of Coins and the High Priestess again, double confirmation. Listen here. Somebody gonna ask for some money here. I feel like either the wife or the mistress is gonna end up asking for some money. Somebody's gonna ask for some money here. Asking for some money. I feel like the mistress, because in this particular deck, the High Priestess is all about a person who is secretive or keeps secrets, or maybe it's just about her being the secret. Not saying that she is keeping a secret, but she was the secret. She was the secret that he was keeping from his wife. I feel like she's going to end up asking for some money. I don't know if it's money for child support. I don't know if it's money for pain and suffering. I don't know. But she's going to ask for some money, or she may have already asked for some money. And now this is something that has to be discussed between DERRICK JAXN and his wife, Danae. Somebody got their hand out asking for some money. Perceived imbalance, misdirected lust as well. I feel like, you know, this interaction between the mistress, Nikki, I think her name is, and DERRICK JAXN. I feel like there was a perceived imbalance here between the two of them. And misdirected lust, I'm getting. Misdirected lust. I feel like DERRICK is the one who approached the mistress. I feel like he's the one who approached her when it came to sexual encounters. He approached her. He was the initiator. That's what this is saying. He was the initiator and kept this a secret from his wife. But guess what? Wasn't meant for this to be a secret much longer, because she ended up getting pregnant. And I feel like she's going to end up asking Derrick for some money. And now it's like they have to sit and talk amongst each other. All three parties have to sit and talk amongst each other to figure out what would be the best thing, because she's in a very hot seat. She's in a hot seat. She might ask for child support. I don't know. I mean, she's a physician. She makes a lot of money probably in her field. But, you know, because I hear that she's a surgeon. But she might still ask for child support, because I don't really think she intends on being with Derrick. I mean, he's married. But even after, you know, even if there's a divorce, she may still, you know, to continue to leave this man alone. But if she chooses to keep this child, she shouldn't be the only one supporting this child. She might get child support from this man. Under the deck is 6 of Staff. I feel like this is going to be a victory for her. There's going to be a victory for the mistress here, because well, Nikki. I'm gonna start addressing people by their names. I don't want to just keep saying the wife, the cheater, the mistress. I'm gonna come with respect here now, because these are human beings. All three parties here, they're still human beings. So Nikki, I feel like she's gonna be the winner here on top. As far as if there's gonna be like a court battle or a court hearing or some sort, she's going to end up winning. She's going to end up getting money for child support. That's going to be a victory on her end. And it's crazy, because when this happens, when this kind of thing happens, where you got a married man and his wife, and then there's that middle person, that side chick or mistress or whatever y'all want to call her. It's like she ends up pregnant. And what if his income is the only income that they're both getting? Well, guess what? By her asking for child support, if this is the case, this is taking but taking from, you know, this woman and her children. Like, it's a jacked up situation. Like, damn. It's like, you know, this is why these three are having this meetup, because it's affecting the fact that he got to pay support to this mistress. If this is the case, it's taken away from his wife and children if this is the only source of income that they have. I don't know if she has a job or if she's working or not. I don't know that. But if this is the case, it is messed up that half of their income or a chunk of their income has to go to supporting this child, and now they're not living. And I can see why she may, and now I can see why she might file for divorce and might do her own thing, because this is affecting their family, or this situation might affect their family in such a negative way. It may have such a negative impact to where she feels like, I have to leave. And this explains why he's in this energy, because he really screwed the fuck up. And it's going to be a victory on the mistress end. Let's get clarity for the Judgment card and the Four of Wands. Why is the Judgment card and the Four of Wands here? Page of Cups. Page of Cups. This Four of Wands could also be a celebration. Could be a baby shower. This could represent the baby. They may have a baby shower or something like that. I'm seeing that there might be a baby shower. Could be, maybe not necessarily. I'm seeing a celebration of some sort. I'm seeing a celebration. Maybe it is the homecoming of this child, you know, like the baby coming home after birth. I feel like there's going to be a celebration when this baby enters into this world. There's going to be a baby shower or something, a party or a gender reveal. The baby might be a boy too. I don't know why I feel like this, but the baby might end up being a boy. I sense that real heavily. I feel like the baby's going to be a boy. The baby might be a boy. I don't know why I sense that very heavily. I feel like the baby's going to be a boy. I don't know if she knows the sex of the baby yet. I don't know. I don't know how far along she is, or if she's still pregnant or not, or if she decided to terminate the pregnancy. But I see a boy here. Overall energy, the Devil card in reverse. I see revenge. Someone here, there's going to be an ill-conceived approach, or there may have been an ill-conceived approach. Someone here wants to take revenge. Someone here might have taken revenge. Maybe the revenge was for somebody to show up at the house with a baby. I'm feeling like I feel like a baby is still involved here. This is what I'm getting. And I see revenge. I see somebody here trying to get revenge. I think someone's trying to get revenge on Derrick. I don't know if it's the mistress. I don't know if it's the wife, but I'm seeing revenge. And that's what the Judgment is, which is not really the best thing, because let me tell you a thing about revenge and karma, okay? When someone does you wrong, when someone mistreats you, dogs you, shits on you, fucks you over, whatever, when someone does that, that energy that they project out into the universe, it's gonna come back to them. But by taking revenge on a person, even though we feel that revenge is sweet and we want to do it so bad and it feels like the right thing to do, honestly, when you seek revenge on a person, you are actually taking their karma and bringing it on yourself. And the reason why I say that is because when someone harms us in a way, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever, they put that out into the universe, and that's going to come back on them automatically, whether sooner or later, whether they believe it or not. That is something that is unavoidable. You cannot escape that. That is karma. That's how karma works. It is the law of cause and effect. But, and that's only if you do not retaliate. If you do not retaliate or do nothing about that, and you just let it go, let it be, and let God handle that, then that's what's going to be. But when you choose to take matters into your own hands, and your version of karma for this person is to take revenge, then it no longer becomes karma. In fact, it becomes maybe 20% karma on their end and 80% revenge on your end. But guess what? Now that you have sought revenge, guess what? Guess where the rest of the karma is going to come Guess who the rest of the karma is going to come for? Is it going to come for Derrick? Or is it going to come for the one who's seeking revenge? That's an easy one. So think about that. When you do something to someone, or excuse me, when someone does something to you, and you think about retaliating, think of yourself as, okay, if I retaliate, I'm agreeing to take 80% of this person's karma, because what I do to them now is going to come back on me. It's the whole point I'm trying to make. So I don't know which party is doing this, but someone here is trying to seek revenge. They want revenge really, really bad. They have it out. Whoever this is, they have it out for Derrick. And it's going to be an ill-conceived approach. It's going to come in a manner that's going to make him sick. It may have even happened already. Like I said, the readings are fluid. It could be something that's happening now. It could be something that could be happening in the near future. It could be something that have already happened. But I see somebody coming over to someone's house. That's what I see. Someone is going to show up at... Oh. Whoever this King of Swords is, that's who's going to show up unannounced at this person's house, or at Derrick's house. Someone here may have or is going to show up at Derrick's house and going to make him leave, or it's going to be an ill-conceived approach. I don't know what. Because this brother, whoever this isn't Derrick. I'm telling y'all, this is not Derrick. This is somebody else. And he coming with that sword. I don't know if he gonna come and cuss this brother out. I don't know if this person's gonna make threats. I don't know if this person gonna have a weapon. They shouldn't do that. If that is the case, this person shouldn't do that. I understand that they're heated, they're angry. For whatever reason, they're angry. But this person is going to approach Derrick. Derrick is not both people. Both these kings. He's the King of Cups, and this King of Swords is someone else. Whew. And who this person is going to, it's going to be a male. I'm seeing a male here. A male is going to approach Derrick. Either going to come to his house or going to approach him at a celebration, at a party of some sorts. Derrick is going to be approached in a very ill-conceived manner. If it has not happened already, he's going to be approached by some guy or some male. This person could be an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. But this person, whoever he is, he ain't gonna have no emotions when he come. He ain't coming with no emotions. He gonna come flat out cold. That's what I'm getting. And gonna get revenge. Gonna try to seek revenge. I gotta clarify these cards now. Let's clarify these last two sets. In your third row. In the third row, let's go ahead and clarify the Ace of Cups and the Hermit. Why is the Ace of Cups and the Hermit here? Why is the Ace of Cups and the Hermit here? Someone may have already approached Derrick already. Because this is why he's in this mode. He may have already been approached by this person at an event or so. Okay, overall energy. I mean, not overall energy, but to clarify the Ace of Cups and the Hermit, we got the Temperance in reverse. This is about impatience, frustrations. There's definitely some frustration here in this situation. There's a lot of heat, y'all. I'm telling you, like, this reading is so full of Wands energy, fire energy, and the Temperance card, you know, that Sagittarian energy. This reading is very, I could feel the heaviness. I could feel the heaviness of emotions here. I could feel the heaviness of emotions here. I could feel Derrick's heaviness. I could feel the heaviness of the individuals, other individuals involved. There's a lot of heavy emotions in this situation. It is like it's turned into chaos here. And I know that Mr. Derrick is feeling like he is swimming upstream right now because of the choice that he made. With the Temperance card in reverse, yes, there is like there's a lot of frustration looking back. And the frustration has a lot to do with this baby or this new child or trying to make peace. I feel like Derrick is trying to find a way to make peace, but it's hard. He wants things to go his way, but come on now. After all that was done, it's only fair that you allow these ladies to choose what they choose. There might even be some drinking involved. Who knows? Because the Temperance in reverse can also represent someone drinking. You know, trying to suppress the pain or the issue. Yeah, 10 of coins. 10 of coins in reverse. Yep, this is a broken family here. Their family, you know, Derrick Jaxn and his wife, they might feel like, or the wife might feel like their family has been robbed. Due to his actions, he feels like, she may feel like she's been robbed of her happiness. Miss Danae. She might feel like she's been robbed of her happiness. Yeah. This situation has really turned into an unhappy home here. And Derrick is frustrated. He's angry with himself. This is what I'm seeing. He's very upset with himself. He's not very happy with himself right now. He's mad at himself. He's not mad at anybody else. He's mad at himself. Because he's taken all this heat because of a choice that he made. Well, choice says. Let's clarify the last of this. Let's clarify the King of Cups and the... Oh... King of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay, so the first card that flipped over was the Death card in reverse. I feel like with the Death card in reverse, Derrick might have received a death threat. He may have received a death threat from someone. It could have been a death threat made to him by this King of Swords. Oh boy. Four of Cups in reverse. And the Tower. I think Derrick, yeah, this Tower moment. Let me tell you, this is what I'm seeing. This Tower card is definitely a precursor for good things to come. And many of you may not be able to see this right now because you're so busy looking at what just happened, and it's kind of hard to see that. But there are precursors of good things to come here. Like this Tower has to fall in order for something good to come up out of it. Remember how I was saying in the beginning that there might be a blessing out of this? But I feel like Derrick might be getting death threats from this King of Swords. Whoever this King of Swords is, I don't know who this is, but I feel like somebody here is going to approach him either at a party or event, a celebration of some sort, and he's going to get a death threat, or he may have gotten a death threat. Oh my gosh. Nine of Staffs. Someone's past is coming back to haunt them. Look at this. Derrick's past have come back to haunt him. I feel like he's not the only one. I mean, this Nikki person, I feel like she's not the only one who has it out for Derrick. Not that she has it out for him. I mean, she didn't know what was going on. Okay, he put her in a bad position where she put her in a very uncomfortable position. He deceived her. And, you know, I feel like now that she has came out and spoke her truth, I feel like many others is about to. I feel like many others is about to either approach him but behind all of this chaos and behind all of this drama, behind all of this fiasco, there's like something good is going to come out of this. Something good might come out of this. Let's get into these oracle messages, okay? I really want to get into these oracle messages because I feel like at this point, Derrick needs to know how he should proceed with his life from this point. Because, guys, listen, life doesn't have to end here just because he made a mistake that messed up his career. His life still has to go on from here. So, let's start with the Ascended Masters. Ascended Masters, what message do you have for Derrick Jaxn? What message do you have for Mr. Derrick Jaxn? What does he need to know? How should he move forward? Or what next steps should he take at this point in his life? What message do you want me to deliver to Mr. Derrick Jaxn? What message does Derrick Jaxn need to hear? I'm going to take the card that flipped over. A whole bunch of cards came out, but I'm going to take what flipped over. Let it go. Derrick, if you are watching this, your message is to let it go. Let it go. Whatever it is that is going on, whatever it is that has taken place, the marriage, the career, everything, whatever, you know better than I do what this is referring to. And the Ascended Masters want you to let it go. It's time to let it go. It's time to let go. You're probably being asked to let go of things that no longer serve you. Okay? It is time to rid yourself of things that no longer serve you in your life, because look at where it has gotten you. It is time to let it go. It is time to let go. Trying to hold on and save whatever this is that you're trying to save, it's only going to hurt you even worse. So your best bet is to let it go. Let it go. You will do yourself a bigger favor by letting it go. Any other messages do you have from Mr. Derrick Jaxn? Any other messages from Mr. Derrick Jaxn? Mr. Derrick Jaxn, the Ascended Masters want you to know to find the blessing in your current situation. You need to find the blessing in your current situation, okay? I told you, there is, you know, underneath all of this drama. And underneath all of this, there is a blessing. There is a blessing in this. And you know what that blessing is, okay? This ain't for the rest of us. You know, the rest of us who's on the outside looking in. This is not for the rest of us. This is for you. You need to find the current blessing in your situation, okay? Yes, you may be in a hot position right now. Yes, you've made a poor choice. And yes, it has ended you up in a place that you don't want to be in right now. But there is still a blessing in this situation. You need to find it and focus on it so that you can know how to proceed with your life going forward. Okay? But you got to let go. You got to let go. If it's the marriage, if you're being called to let go of the marriage, or if you're being asked for whatever, if the marriage is if you're being asked to end the marriage, let it go. If your career is on the line, let it go. There may be another one. You might have another one that's coming. If it's something else, if it's the relationship between you and Nikki, let it go. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. You do. But I'm just giving you the message that Spirit wants me to give you. Let it go. Under the deck, you got write. Write. You might need to write. You know, you're known for, I mean, you're an author, right? Maybe you need to write another book. Maybe you need to write to get all your feelings and emotions out. Maybe you need to write a song. You know, you're very gifted in your words. You're very gifted in your communication. That is a blessing that God have given you. But I don't think that that God is going to take that from you, because you still know how to utilize your words in powerful ways. Well, here's your chance to use your words in ways that is going to help you. And it may help others. This ain't about what everybody else on YouTube is saying, or everybody else over across social media is saying. This is not about them. This is about you and your life. You have a gift to write. You have a gift of communication. You have a voice, and you can still use your voice. You can still use your voice and be a better person than what you have been. You were blessed with that gift, and now it's time to take this gift and use it in a way that is going to better you, your family maybe, and better those who come to you, who look up to you for inspiration, because I know that there are people who still look up to you. There are still people out there who look up to you, a lot of people who still may turn to you for advice, or a lot of people who, you know, who still sees you as heroic in some sort of way. So, yeah. All right. Let's get a message from the angels. Angels, guardian angels and archangels. What message do you have for Mr. Derrick Jaxn? What does Mr. Derrick Jaxn need to know at this point in his life? What does he need to know? What does Mr. Derrick Jaxn need to know? Oh, yeah. There's definitely a baby here. Angel Isaiah says, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Now, I feel like this message is for both Derrick and for Nikki, you know, who's the pregnant one. Just know, for the both of you, you both are being guided and protected right now. Okay? I don't know if you could see. Nope, my finger was in the way. There's a picture of a pregnant woman there. Okay? It's a picture of a pregnant woman. Listen, Nikki, You are being watched over and you are being protected at this time. You have an angel that is watching over you, that is protecting both you and your child. Whatever decision, whatever you choose to make, by you choosing to keep this child, just know that you are in good hands. This child is in good hands, okay? You are in good hands, okay? I feel like this one was for you in particular, Nikki. And I hope you take heed to the message here. You're being watched over and you are being protected. Just know that everything is okay. You trust in your spirit guides. You trust in your angels. You trust in your higher power. Okay? Because your spiritual network has got your back, girl. And Derrick, for you, I know you may have concerns about this baby. I know you have concerns. Wondering, if this, if this child's going to have the best of care. The baby's going to be just fine. And I feel like the baby is going to be a boy. I feel like the baby's going to be a boy. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's going to be a boy. I feel like masculine energy for some reason. Any other messages? Any other messages? Oh, wow. I'm going to take what flipped over. These cards are very slippery. Yep. I told you, someone is moving. Someone is being asked to move. It says a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. Like I said, somebody here, I told you, somebody's being asked to move. Somebody has to move or relocate. But it's for the better, okay? It's not, to make things worse. It's actually a good idea. So, Derrick, if you're being asked to move or relocate, or if, your wife wants to move out of the home and wants to be somewhere else, however this may take place, just know that it is for the better. It's going to usher in some new positive energy for this situation, for both you, her, your children, and this new child that may appear in the picture, okay? So, yeah. Under the deck, we got Daniel. This is an interesting message. Listen to this. I am the angel of marriage. Hello. You hear this, Derrick? I hope you hear this. I hope you can hear this. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. I am assisting you right now. The angel of marriage is assisting you right now, okay? Maybe this tower here is that you're experiencing. Maybe there is a separation from you and your wife, or maybe there may be a divorce. Maybe there's a discussion of divorce, but maybe you two might come back together and work things out. Who knows? The angel of marriage is here to guide you. To guide you. The angel of marriage here is to guide you, okay? All right? So all may not be lost. I know you made a mistake and you made a choice that may not be too happy about. But I feel like all isn't lost here. I told you when I read the last two cards, I said there's a precursor of good things to come here. So all isn't lost. I don't feel like all is lost here. I just feel like right now you're just in a very hot seat right now. That's what I'm saying, Derrick. You're in a hot seat right now, and it may feel like that for a little while, that things are not going your way, or things are, that life is so terrible. Like you're in a very dark moment right now behind a choice that you made. But guess what? There is like an upside to this. I do see an upside. I do see a bright side to this. And, if you understand how yin and yang work, there's in darkness, there's a little bit of light, and in the light, there's a little bit of darkness. You are experiencing the dark side right now, but in that darkness, there's still a little bit of light. And right now, you're being called to focus into that light. Focus into that little bit of light, so eventually that light can take over. You're having a dark, we all go through dark periods. I've gone through dark periods, and believe me, it is not fun. I've spent 3 whole years in darkness, and I had to find my way to climb up out of it. I had to climb up out of it. It wasn't an easy climb, but I got myself up out of it. And I'm telling you, if I can do it, so can you. Okay? And I believe that the first thing you need to start off by doing is forgiving yourself. Okay? You may not get forgiveness from the rest of the world, and that's them. You have no control over anybody else and what anyone else says or does. You only have control over you and yourself. And I feel like you should forgive yourself. Okay? Even though if you feel like, even if the rest of the world feel like what you did is unforgivable, that is not for the rest of the world to decide. It is for you to decide. It is up to you. Either you're going to let this, hang over your head and not forgive yourself for the rest of your life, and now you're living in misery for the rest of your life, or you are going to focus into the light, and you're going to find the blessing in your current situation, and you're going to get your feelings and emotions out on paper, and you are going to write. Because listen, you are a father, you are a husband, you may be a brother and a son, but you know what though? I feel like sooner or later you're going to experience the power of joy. You're going to experience the power of joy when you come out of this darkness. You understand? Because you're going to find the light in this whole situation. And that goes for the two women that are also involved in this, or whoever else may be involved. You're going to experience the power of joy. Maybe when this child, if Nikki chooses to keep the baby, that baby, you never know what kind of blessing that baby could bring into your life, into your world. Remember, this baby didn't actually be born, but you know what? This baby might bring the power of joy to you. And guess what? Ascended Masters want you to know you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can let this go. You can let it go. Yes, the whole world is at your head right now, but you know what? Forget them. Forget them right now. Focus on you. Focus on your journey. Focus on your life path. Focus on making things right between you and your wife and Nikki and whatever other, excuse me, I can't talk. What other individuals that are involved, you can do it. You also need to clear and shield your energy right now. Clear and shield your energy. How do you do that? There's many ways. You can take sea salt baths. You can do chakra healing. You can do some prayer and do some meditation. You can do a detox cleanse to your body. There's so many ways that you can clear and shield your energy. If you need some advice, I will leave some advice for you in the description box below. If you want to reach out to me, there's an email in my inbox. If you need if you want to learn, if you and all the other individuals involved want to learn how to properly clear and shield your energy, this is entirely up to you. This is your choice. Okay, I'm just letting you know that the advice is here, the help is here for you. Meditate. Listen, meditation is so important. I've been meditating for years. Okay, there was a time where I never used to meditate. I used to think it was a silly thing to do, but when I started to get into the practice, I realized how beneficial it is to my life. Even when I was in my most darkest moments, it helped me. It was the meditation that helped me climb out of my most darkest moments, and it will help you too, Mr. Derrick Jaxn, and everyone else who's involved here. It will help you. You understand? Purification. Listen, purification is important. You got to purify yourself, okay? Like I said, go through a detox. Maybe go on a fast, okay? Go on a fast for maybe however long or appropriate you feel like you should do a fast for. Me personally, I like to fast every Saturday. I know that, I consider Saturday a Sabbath day, and it says in the Bible to keep the Sabbath day holy. So what I do is I fast. I do a detox cleanse up until 4 p.m. on Saturday, and then after that I follow up with a plant-based meal. So that is a good way to and also drink alkaline water. That is definitely a perfect way for you to purify yourself. But if you can think of other ways, do whatever works for you, and also come out of the closet. Okay, if you are holding back any other secrets, Mr. Jaxn, come out of the closet. Come out and tell the truth, okay? There's no need to keep any other secrets now, because if you don't tell it, guess what? It's going to come out eventually. So it's best if you tell it rather than for someone else to come out and tell it, because what happens when someone else tells it, it makes you look even worse. So not that it's really about how others make you look, but more so, it's about doing the right thing. Okay, it's time to come out of the closet and let the truth be told, so that you can be able to release this burden off of you, release this burden off of everyone else, so everyone can get past this, and that you can be able to move forward with your life, and everyone can move forward with their life. Listen, energy healing. You need that energy healing. You need to heal your energy, okay? There's just so many back-to-back messages that's coming here for you, Derrick, as well as all the other individuals, Danae, Nicole, all of you. Everybody that is involved here, please take heed to the message that is coming forth. You all, I feel like you all needed to hear this, because I know that everyone is emotionally turmoiled right now at what's going on here, and it hit everyone out the blue, and it's just it's time to heal. It's time to heal this situation. Okay, it's definitely time to heal. Okay, because if Nikki, if you choose to keep the baby, it's like, if you choose to keep the baby, it's only fair that you guys heal this situation for the sake of this child and for the sake of Derrick's other children, okay? Because the kids don't need to be in the midst of all this drama. They do not need to experience this chaos. They don't need to. They don't. These are kids, and it's best that they remain in a world that is protective to them, and remain in a world that is safe for them, and happy and pleasing, fun and pleasing for them. Okay, they shouldn't have to be caught up in the midst of adult drama, is what I'm saying. Okay, so I want to get one more oracle message before I end this reading here. And it's going to be from the Moonology deck. It's one of my favorite decks. That kind of gives us like a time to when things should occur or when you should take action. So what final message, Holy Spirit and angel guides, what final, oops. Wow, I didn't even get the whole question out, but I'm going to just read it anyways. Look, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. And whoever needs to hear this, whether this is you, Derrick, whether this is you, Danae, whether this is you, Nikki, you are good enough. Don't feel like you are not good enough. At some point in your life, you are good for something, okay? No matter what mistakes you have made, or no matter what kind of choices you have made, you are good. For those of you who feel, I feel like this one is aiming towards the women, you are good enough. You are good enough. You are special. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are created in God's image, and you are good enough. Do not let this situation break you. Do not let this situation take you down. Don't let it. You are good enough. You are good enough, and you are going to come out of this. And Derrick, that goes for you too. Yes, this is a choice that was made, but you know what? It was a poor choice. But we all make poor choices, and believe me, this is not the worst situation I've ever heard. I've heard a hell of a lot worse. So believe me when I say, even though you have made this mistake, or even though that you have made a poor choice, excuse me, you are good enough. You are still good enough to carry on and do God's will, because God still gave you a voice and you can still use it. But this time you can use it in a better way, or you can use it. You can turn this whole thing around, or you can find a new way to use your voice. But you are still good enough. This isn't the end here. Okay, you still have a future. Okay, I don't want you to feel like life ends here, because it doesn't. Life has to keep going from here. Under the deck, it says, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Interestingly, because today is the beginning of the waning moon. Actually, last night after like 7 something p.m. is when the waning moon began. First it was the full moon, and then the waning moon initiated. So we are currently in the waning moon, which is why this is the, like, I follow the phases of the moon. And one thing I know about the waning moon is this is the phase where you need to clean up and let go and release things, which is why the Ascended Masters is saying let it go. Because in this phase of the moon, this is the time to let go and to release things that no longer serves you. When I'm experiencing this particular moon phase, I use this time to clean my house. I clean my house. I take out my trash. I get rid of old junk that I don't need anymore. Stuff that I call myself hoarding that I don't need. I get rid of that stuff because I don't need it. Any old baggage that I'm holding in from what somebody did to me last year or the year before, 4 years ago, I release that. That's what this moon phase is for. It's for releasing and letting go. This is why I respect the moon phases. I respect the fact that God created the moon and different phases, because the moon phases reminds us of what to do, when to do things, when to act, when to plan, when to take the inspired action, when to give thanks, when to fall back, when to rest, and when to release. That's what I love about the phases of the moon. And even in this situation, you can follow the phases of the moon, and you can start by letting go of the things of this situation that no longer serves you. Let go of the baggage, let go of the drama, let go of the hurt, let go of the pain, let go of the past, let go of anything that is going to hold you back from being the greatest version of you. Let it go. So what? People are talking all over mainstream media. Who cares? Let that shit go. Let it go. This is about your life. This ain't about everybody else in the rest of the world. This is about your life. Okay? You need to release. You need to sit down and you need to write out what do you need to release. Write it out on paper. Write it out. Write down what your next goals are. Write down what you need to release and come out of the closet. Whatever it is you're still holding, if you're still holding in some sort of baggage, you need to release that. And now would be the best time to do that. Okay? I want to thank you all for joining me. For those of you who've watched this, Derrick, if you are watching this, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you've gotten a message that is going to help you proceed with your life in the long run, that may help you proceed with your marriage or in this whole situation in general. I thank you so much for tuning in, and everyone else that may have been involved in the situation. If you've gotten a chance to watch this video, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sitting in and watching. I hope that I was able to give you some insight and some message from my spirit guides and from the Holy Spirit about how to move forward with your lives. And those of you who are on the outside looking in, listen, don't keep posting stuff, and don't keep posting videos wearing bonnets and stuff like that. Stop it, because at the end of the day, everybody in this situation has feelings. Okay? Everybody has feelings. Okay? I know some of y'all don't feel sorry, and I'm not asking you to do that. Okay? I'm not asking to do that at all. I'm just saying that there's healing that's needed, and I'm very concerned because there are children involved here. Okay, that's my biggest thing. There are children involved here, and you know that when children are involved, children can be affected by this, and I'm saying that they're going to be, but just as life is proceeding, as they are going forward, we just want to make sure that they are proceeding in a manner that the kids don't get affected, okay, and that they can keep a level mind, and they can proceed strongly and come out on top of this situation, no matter what the circumstances are. Okay, so people, just be open-minded, see this from a higher perspective, and trust that this situation can be healed just like anything else. Okay, That's all I'm saying. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the video, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and also comment in the comment box below if you would like to share your comments. And once again, thank you for joining me. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.